Alright guys, welcome to the next little video on graphics cards. Since X58 has kind of gotten exhausted at this point in time for me, we're going to be transitioning over into doing more graphics card content, and today is a little bit of a sad one. Today we are going to be taking a look at a R9 290X Asus Platinum Matrix, a gorgeous card fully built for overclocking that has an unfortunate ending. Stay tuned, watch till the end. Please like and subscribe, that always will help me out, because I am genuinely trying to grow my channel. Thanks for watching. Alrighty guys, so today we are going to be taking a look at a broken Asus ROG Matrix Platinum R9 290X. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so this is my brand new, broken R9 290X Platinum. Or Matrix Platinum, I should say. According to the eBay listing, this card artifacts and then black screens. And I'm kind of curious to see if I can get it working again. Now, I don't expect this thing to work for a long period of time, nor do I actually expect it to work at all, honestly. It's kind of a shot in the dark kind of a thing that I just kind of like trying out just to see what I can do. Alright, let's get into it. Alright guys, so this is actually kind of interesting. You see this green little line right here on this area? That is the only artifacts that I'm seeing right now. So it really makes me wonder, how badly is this card actually artifacting? I'm just uninstalling the old NVIDIA drivers, then I'm going to reinstall the AMD drivers and see how this card's actually going to perform, because it's literally on working in my test system, which I unfortunately cannot show you right now because it's still a work in progress, but I digress. But yeah, so far this graphics card, besides that little green line, seems to be working. Alright guys, watch this. Computer is off. Computer is now on, as you can probably hear. And just watch what happens. Boots on. No artifacts. No artifacts. No problem. Black screen. The moment we boot into Windows, we get a black screen. It's like it's trying to reset the panel. By the way, this is plugged in through an HDMI port right to my TV. See if it'll do it again. Look at this. My keyboard is now off. It's crashed the computer. So what does this tell you? This tells you that this graphics card is perfectly fine. It's got corrupted drivers. Or it's got a corrupted BIOS on this graphics card. I'm betting if I swap the graphics card's BIOS, it will work. Let's try this out. Alright guys, we are now booting the graphics card up in safe mode. So now I am betting that this thing will turn on without any problem. But we're going to have to wait and find out. Currently it's booting into Windows safe mode as well. And it's still got that artifact line. But that's okay. And when I said we're booting into safe mode, the graphics card has got a safe mode setting on it that should, in theory, roll back the BIOS to being the original BIOS. But we're going to have to wait and see. Will we crash again when we boot into regular Windows? Give it a second, see if it's going to do anything. Keyboard is still on, and keyboard turned itself off. That is a nether crash on boot up. It is definitely the graphics card's BIOS. We ran into a problem. There we go. We know exactly what's wrong with this card. Now let's see if we can fix it. And this is the point where I need to jump in, future me, after doing all this testing. I'm wrong. This actually wasn't the graphics card BIOS, as you'll see later in the video. What this actually was the VRAM on the graphics card not being able to output a video source, so the VRAM crashing out. Alright guys, just to make my point clear, to show you that I'm actually, I think I'm right about this. This is the Windows Installation 10 screen. This one does not require you to have any drivers installed. This is using essentially basic input display. There's no artifacts anywhere. This thing is running fine, and I've left it sit here for about 25 minutes on this screen. And it doesn't shut itself off. That tells me this is definitely a driver issue. Let's try and fix it. Alrighty guys, we have got the BIOS flash going on. Let's see if this fixes our problem. Okay, so this is first boot after we had successfully updated graphics card BIOS. Okay, we're still getting the artifact, strangely enough. Oh, whoops. Okay, well, the BIOS has been updated to the most recent one. Let's try and download the AMD drivers. Well, I tried. After successfully updating the graphics card VBIOS and then trying to install the drivers, the moment the drivers were installed, the PC crashed again. And we are currently sitting on a black screen after doing a restart, and yeah, we're just getting nothing. So I don't know where to go from here. I'm gonna do some looking into this to see where this problem could be coming from, because I genuinely thought that it was just gonna be a graphics card BIOS issue, but unfortunately it doesn't appear to be. So we're gonna have to play around with this for a little while, see what we can figure out, and keep working. Alright, see you guys later. Peace. Wait, hold on a second. I may have thought of something. This right here has got Pop! OS on it. I noticed how in the BIOS and in the Windows 10 installation, it did not crash, it did not have any problems. I wonder if it isn't like a compatibility issue with Windows 10. So, I got Pop! OS here with AMD drivers on them. So let's actually try this out and see if it's gonna work. Okay, so we got good news and some bad news. It appears that we have artifacting like here and here, but it's a little weird. And this is where it kind of dawned on me. This was not a BIOS driver or anything like that. This was most likely a VRAM issue. So I guess we're just gonna wait this one out, see what happens. Sad day. Nope. Pop! OS just crashed. I'm out of ideas. I updated the BIOS, tried 2 different operating systems. The power supply is more than sufficient. It's a 900 watt power supply or an 850 watt power supply. It should be enough to run a R9 290X. I know it can run an R9 290X because I ran a GTX 980 Ti Extreme on it with literally with 2 8-pins and a 6-pin. I know for a fact it can do this. I don't know why this graphics card does not want to work. I'm guessing this is just going to have to go into the bake pile. I'm actually building up a decent amount of graphics cards that one of these days I'm just going to bake all of them and see if I can bring any of them back from the dead, like this thing. But I did learn how to do AMD graphics card BIOS flashes from this, which actually gives me a lot of faith that I'll be able to do it in the future. So, I don't know. I'll keep messing with it for a little while, see if I can get it working, but I don't have much faith in this thing. So, I'll see you guys later. Peace. Sorry guys, I don't need to keep debating you on this one, but I have another AMD graphics card. I have my 7750. Let's try and load up Pop! OS using this and then put in the R9 290X and see if we can get it running. This is kind of a long shot here. I don't think this is going to work, but it might. Just might. Let's try it. Alright, next morning. I got Pop! OS installed. I got it running. I got it all set up to the desktop. We're going to try this. We're going to see if this works. We have loaded into Pop! OS. Things appear to be running. You're kidding me. Okay, well, let's run this thing through its paces. Alright, so we installed CPU X for Linux. It's showing us all our information. I got a couple of particle effects when I downloaded this, but I don't see... Like, it says the GPU temperature is only at 44 degrees C, so I'm guessing we're good. Let's try and install Steam. Alrighty, so I just logged into Steam. We have some artifacting right there. Go full screen, our artifacting disappears. We're going to try and install a lightweight 3D game. And see if it'll run. Yeah, she's starting to get real jittery. And black screen. Oh, we're back. I don't believe that I have a clip where I had said this, but unfortunately Steam completely crashed out on me after that little black screen incident, to where I could not get it to respond at all. So I went on to the Linux App Store and downloaded a free 3D game. We are running a three-dimensional game. Let's just see how this works. As you can see, we are phasing in and out of heavy artifacting in a 3D game. I'm actually pretty sure the memory is completely burnt out on this card. Alright, so what have we learned here today? I am not great at fixing graphics cards. Yeah, so this is the third time that I've actually purchased a broken graphics card, and it has not actually worked. Now, I'm pretty sure, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that the memory on that GPU is dying, or is dead. I don't know what I can do to actually fix it. I'm going to try baking it later. I've actually got a couple of graphics cards, two GTX 770s, that R9 290, and another R9 290X. No, actually two 290Xs. And I'm going to do a little batch bake and see if I can bring any of them back to life. I don't think it's actually going to help all too much. It might not. I don't know. But this is just kind of one of those little things where it's like, I'm always kind of keeping my eye open for broken graphics cards, because I want to try and... I would really like to be able to be at a point where I can just like pick one of those things up and actually fix it. But I don't quite know how to do that yet. But I'm learning. And so this is just kind of like a little troubleshooting, seeing what I could do with this graphics card. And let me tell you, the Matrix Platinum is a gorgeous card. I really, really like the way it looks. And I can tell the last owner took very good care of this thing. There was barely any dust on it. It had been thoroughly cleaned and repasted, probably multiple times. So it's really sad that the memory would die on this good of a graphics card, on this nice of a graphics card, especially being the fact that this thing, when it was new, probably retailed for like $650. Actually, let me check. The retail price of the R9 290X CU2 was $619. Oh, no, sorry. The Direct CU2 was $619. The Matrix Platinum would be $700. That is absolutely insane. But I digress. Well, thanks for watching. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Sorry I debated you guys like 3 times, but this is actually the end. I'll see you guys later. Peace.